Hello friends, I have started a video series on the topic cellular respiration. In my previous two videos, I discussed in detail about glycolysis and link reaction. When any glucose molecule enter inside the cytoplasm of the animal cell, in that case, first reaction occur is glycolysis. It is a 10-step process in which one glucose molecule convert into two molecule of pyruvate. Here you can see one glucose molecule which is composed of 6 carbon atom degraded into two molecules of pyruvate by the process of glycolysis. This is the first stage of cellular respiration. Now the second stage of the process is link reaction, which I have also discussed in detail, in which an enzyme complex called pyruvate dehydrogenase degrade these two molecules of pyruvate and two molecules of acetyl-CoA is produced. Acetyl-CoA is a 2 carbon compound while pyruvate is a 3 carbon compound. In this process of conversion, two molecules of carbon dioxide are released, and during this 2 NAD is converted into 2 NADH. Okay, this is link reaction. Now in this lecture I am going to focus on next stage of the cellular respiration, which is Krebs cycle. The cycle which is discovered in 1937 by Sir Hans Krebs, and all the reactions of this cycle is take place inside the mitochondrial matrix. This discovery led to the new era in the field of biochemistry. So Sir Hans Krebs awarded with the Biochemistry Nobel Prize in 1953. First of all, in this lecture we are going to see the site where Krebs cycle occur, and then I am going to focus on the pathway with different enzyme involved in the reaction. So when pyruvate is produced in the cytoplasm by the process of glycolysis, pyruvate enter in the mitochondria. This is the structure of the mitochondria through pyruvate shuttle. And when pyruvate enter inside the mitochondria, link reaction occur, and in link reaction, two molecule of pyruvate convert into two molecule of acetyl-CoA. So now acetyl-CoA is present inside the mitochondria. And now this acetyl-CoA can directly enter in the Krebs cycle. So mitochondria is the organ which is solely responsible for cellular respiration, Krebs cycle and link reaction, as well as this is the site of electron transport chain, and all the type of ATP produced in the animal cells are generally produced inside the mitochondria, except substrate level phosphorylation that occur in the glycolysis. So mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. When we see the structure of mitochondria, you can observe the mitochondria have two membrane, outer membrane which is freely impermeable membrane. The molecule can go out and in through this membrane with no barriers. Okay, the inner membrane is semi-impermeable or selectively impermeable, and this membrane is quite loose when we compare with outer membrane. The inner membrane of the mitochondria show number of fold inside the matrix, and these folds are called as cristae. So cristae are nothing but the extensions of inner membrane of the mitochondria into the mitochondrial matrix. Now the fluid part which is present inside the mitochondria is called mitochondrial matrix, and this is the site where Krebs reaction occur. All the enzymes which is responsible for this reaction is present inside the mitochondrial matrix. Now this matrix also have its own DNA, circular DNA, as this is the example of semi-autonomous organelle. So it having its own DNA and 70th type of ribosome. So both these things are also present in the mitochondrial matrix. When acetyl-CoA is produced by link reaction inside the mitochondrial matrix, now this acetyl-CoA can enter into the Krebs cycle, which will going to take place inside the mitochondrial matrix. So now I am going to focus on different reactions of the Krebs cycle. Remember that this cycle takes place in total 8 different reactions. Okay, so this is reaction number 1, in which oxaloacetate convert into citrate. Reaction number 2A, and 2B in which citrate convert into isocitrate. Reaction number 3 in which isocitrate convert into alpha ketoglutarate. Reaction number 4 in which alpha ketoglutarate convert into succinyl CoA. Then reaction number 5 in which succinyl CoA convert into succinate. Reaction number 6, succinate convert into fumarate. Reaction number 7, fumarate convert into malate. And last reaction in which malate convert into oxaloacetate. That means oxaloacetate regenerated. So this is the cyclic process. Okay, and we can define Krebs cycle is the cyclic reaction in which acetyl CoA is oxidized and carbon dioxides are released. And during this process, a reduced electron carrier like NADH and FADH2 are produced. Now this NADH and FADH work as check. Okay, that means they will going to give energy at the last stage of the respiration, which is electron transport chain. Okay, one of the reaction of citric acid cycle also give direct ATPs. So complete oxidation of acetyl CoA is occur in the Krebs cycle. So first reaction of the Krebs cycle is conversion of one molecule of oxaloacetate, which is a 4-carbon compound, into citrate. This is the hydration process in which one molecule come and oxaloacetate react with the water and acetyl CoA, which is produced from the pyruvate. Acetyl CoA is a 2-carbon compound. So 4 carbon plus 2 carbon, new 6-carbon compound is produced, which is citrate. Okay, so in the first reaction, oxaloacetate convert into 6-carbon compound citrate. So this cycle is called as citric acid cycle. Okay, this citrate is a molecule which is tricarboxylic acid containing structure. So we can also call this cycle as a tricarboxylic acid cycle or TCA cycle. Okay, in this reaction, water molecule come in, that means it is a hydration reaction, and due to splitting of the bond, acetyl CoA enter in the process while this CoA released. We have seen that in link reaction, when pyruvate decarboxylation occur, CoA come in the picture. Okay, now in this reaction, this CoA released and again enter in the link reaction, while acetyl group combined with oxaloacetate to form 6-carbon compound citrate. Okay, now this citrate convert into its isomer, which is isocitrate, and this reaction is catalyzed by an enzyme in a 2-step process. First reaction occur in a single step, and the enzyme which is responsible for conversion of oxaloacetate into citrate is citrate synthase. Okay, this is the first enzyme of Krebs cycle. Now the second enzyme which catalyzes 2A and 2B reaction is aconitase. Remember the name of enzymes. So aconitase enzyme convert one molecule of citrate first into cis-aconitase. This happen due to release of water molecule. Dehydration process occur, and then cis-aconitate again convert into isocitrate by hydration process. So in this reaction, first dehydration occur in which water molecule leaves, while in the second stage hydration occur, water molecule come in the process. Due to this dehydration and hydration, carbonyl group transfer from one carbon to neighboring carbon, and that's why citrate convert into isocitrate. Enzyme is aconitase. Okay, this isocitrate is also 6-carbon compound. So after this reaction, one molecule of isocitrate is produced. Now isocitrate undergo oxidative decarboxylation, in which due to decarboxylation, one molecule of carbon dioxide released from the mitochondria. Okay, now and due to oxidation, hydrogen is also released from the isocitrate, which is accepted by coenzyme NAD, and it convert into NADH. This reaction is catalyzed by isocitrate dehydrogenase enzyme. Okay, this is this third enzyme which take part in the reaction. This enzyme first catalyze oxidation, in which due to release of the hydrogen, NAD get reduced to NADH, and due to decarboxylation, one molecule of carbon dioxide also produced. And isocitrate is converted into alpha ketoglutarate. One molecule of alpha ketoglutarate is produced, which is a 5 carbon compound. Now you can see, due to release of one carbon in the form of carbon dioxide, 6 carbon compound convert into 5 carbon compound. Now after this alpha ketoglutarate convert into succinyl CoA. This is reaction number 4. This is the oxidative decarboxylation reaction. In this reaction, one carbon dioxide is also produced. Okay, so 5 carbon compound convert into 4 carbon compound, which is succinyl CoA. In this reaction, due to decarboxylation, NAD reduced to NADH. Okay, and CoA come in the picture, and due to this CoA, this succinyl CoA is produced. This reaction is similar to that of the link reaction. In my previous video, I discussed in detail about the link reaction. In link reaction, coenzyme A take part. In this reaction also, CoA involved. Okay, and due to decarboxylation, one molecule of 4 carbon compound, succinyl CoA is produced. This reaction is catalyzed by enzyme alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. Okay, now succinyl CoA, which is a 4 carbon compound, convert into succinate. It is a hydration reaction, and energy is released, which is accepted by GDP molecule, and it convert into GTP. So in this reaction, succinyl CoA is converted into succinate, which is a 4 carbon compound, and in the same reaction, GTP is produced. This is the example of substrate level phosphorylation, because energy is generated in the form of GTP without entering into the electron transport chain. This GTP is quite unstable when we compare with ATP. So now this GTP again convert into GDP, and due to dephosphorylation of GTP, phosphate is released, which is accepted by ADP, and in this reaction ADP convert into ATP. So the end result of this reaction is synthesis of one molecule of ATP, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme succinate thiokinase. Reaction number 5 is catalyzed by this succinate thiokinase enzyme. After production of succinate, a 4 carbon compound, now succinate convert into fumarate in reaction number 6. Okay, and the reaction catalyzed by enzyme succinate dehydrogenase. Name of the enzyme suggests this is the enzyme which remove the hydrogen from the substrate, and the hydrogen is accepted by FAD, that is flavine adenine dinucleotide, to convert it into FADH2. Okay, and in this reaction 4 carbon compound convert into fumarate. One molecule of fumarate, which is a 4 carbon compound, is produced in reaction number 6. Now in the next reaction, this fumarate converted into malate by hydration. Water molecule combined with the fumarate, so that malate, which is a 4 carbon compound, is produced, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme fumarase. Okay, and finally malate undergo dehydrogenation and convert into oxaloacetate, which is the starting point of this reaction. The hydrogen release in the reaction number 8 is accepted by NAD, and one molecule of NADH is produced. This reaction now completed, and this oxaloacetate is ready to accept another acetyl CoA, and cycle continues. 2 of these 8 enzymes are susceptible to the inhibitor. They are aconitase and succinate dehydrogenase. We know that enzyme have three different type of inhibitors like competitive, uncompetitive and non-competitive. And due to inhibition, enzyme may lose their ability to catalyze the reaction. The inhibitor of the aconitase enzyme is fluoroacetate. This is the pesticide compound which after entering into the body converted itself into fluorocitrate. And once this fluorocitrate bind to aconitase enzyme, the action of aconitase is blocked. And due to inhibition, aconitase cannot catalyze these 2A and 2B reactions, and due to which whole pathway come to halt. The second sensitive enzyme of this process is succinate dehydrogenase. A compound called malonate is the inhibitor of this enzyme. Okay, the inhibitor is similar in structure with that of the succinate, and due to which enzyme succinate dehydrogenase, instead of binding to original substrate citrate succinates, it bind to malonate. And once this enzyme attached to the inhibitor, the activity of this enzyme is stopped. So the reaction cannot completed, reaction number 6, and cycle cannot occur properly. Okay, so these two enzymes, aconitase and succinate dehydrogenase, are susceptible to different type of inhibitors. Okay, this is all about the Krebs cycle. I just want to give a quick summary. This is a 8-step reaction in which first oxaloacetate convert into citrate by the enzyme citrate synthase, then citrate convert into isocitrate in a 2-step reaction catalyzed by aconitase. Isocitrate convert into alpha ketoglutarate by oxidative decarboxylation by the enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. In this reaction, one molecule of carbon dioxide released and one NADH produced. Then alpha ketoglutarate convert into succinyl-CoA by similar type of reaction which is catalyzed by alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. In this process, NADH and CO2 is produced. Now succinyl-CoA convert into succinate by the action of enzyme succinate thiokinase. In this process, one ATP is produced. Succinate finally convert into fumarate by the action of succinate dehydrogenase. Reaction produce one FADH2. Fumarate, a 4-carbon compound, undergo hydration, and malonate or malate is produced by the action of the enzyme fumarase. And in the last reaction or reaction number 8, malate again convert into oxaloacetate and NAD is converted into NADH. This reaction is catalyzed by malate dehydrogenase. So at the time of studying Krebs cycle, enzymes are important. You have to remember these 8 enzymes properly and sequentially. Okay, now in the last part of the video, I'm going to discuss about energetics of this reaction. How many ATP finally this reaction produce when this NADH, FADH2 enter in the electron transport chain, which is the last part of aerobic respiration. Now here you can see when cycle run in a single time, it produce 1, 2 and 3 NADH. So in a single turn, how many NADH is produced? 3. As well as at the same time, cycle produce 1 FADH. Okay, and energy is produced, energy at the form of energy currency, which is ATP. So during the single turn, 3 NADH, 1 FADH2 and 1 ATP molecule is produced. We know that when this NADH enter in the electron transport chain, single NADH give 3 ATPs. So 3 into 3, total 9 ATPs will be produced by NADH when enter into the electron transport chain. At the same time, when FADH2 enter in the electron transport chain, it produce 2 ATPs. So 1 into 2, 2. While this ATP remains same. If we make total 9 into 2 into 1, it is 12. So in a single turn, Krebs cycle produce 12 ATPs. But we know that from one glucose molecule, two pyruvates are produced. From two pyruvates, two acetyl-CoA is produced. And one acetyl-CoA can run cycle for one time. So two acetyl-CoA will going to give or will going to run this cycle twice. Okay, so if this cycle run two times, we have to multiply 12 by 2, 24 ATPs. So from one glucose molecule, when acetyl-CoA enter into the Krebs cycle, total 24 ATPs are produced. This is all about Krebs cycle. In today's lecture, I discuss in detail about the site where Krebs cycle occur and the different reactions of the Krebs cycle. In my next video, I am going to discuss the last part of aerobic cellular respiration, which is electron transport chain. That reaction occur in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Thank you.